We are heading to Bally's.
What are we doing at Bally's?
We're going to GAMA Trade Show.
Oh, I thought you were going to say gambling.
Well, I mean, it's not like our boss is going to be following us around or anything, right?
True.
Nolan, just cut all this audio out. Except for the part where we say we're going to GAMA Trade Show. You can leave that in. Cover the rest up with ragtime music. Hey there, Internet! Welcome to a special report for Readiness Report. We're here at GAMA Trade Show to check out what kind of cool new stuff is coming out this year from various manufacturers. As usual, I'm Niall.
I'm Jacob.
And as is not usual, we have special guest Ryan here. So he'll be with us checking out all the cool new stuff that's coming out this year from all the cool manufacturers of all the games you love.
Some you don't. We're done.
Some of the games you don't love so much.
So to start the game, you're dealt a case and you're dealt a culprit.
Okay.
So you've been dealt a bank job bloodbath, and what you have to do is gather enough evidence to pin it on who did it, which is D-Bear in your case. Okay. So each round, or the game begins, we'll each have a hand of 5 investigation cards also, and these will allow us to do different things to each other and to our own crime scenes to help or hinder other people. That card is incorrect. So what we've got here is the evidence lineup. You can see there's colored borders that match either your culprit or your case.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, after you've played investigation cards, you'll make one connection from the crime lineup, the crime scene, to your mystery. It has to match up and you play from left to right. So in this case, the single path grid is wild, so you can play that card or you can play the yellow card. What you need to do to win the game is have 20 points of evidence in your mystery and then play your final connection, which is pinning your case on your culprit. So the points come from this system right here. So when you add that to your mystery is now worth 6. If instead you couldn't make any other connection, you went with the wild, you were able to make a connection, but it's worth less points, so it's worth 3. If the crime scene doesn't have something that would allow you to match up, you can't make a connection that round. So other people will be trying to make that happen for you. And that's when we look at the investigation cards. They do a number of different things. So, let's see if you got a pain in the ass. One thing I can do is just play a pain in the ass in your mystery. So I throw that down, now your mystery is worth 2 less points. So I just lower the amount of mystery. Something I could do that's even here, let's use food fight because that's more correct, it's a wild card. Something I could do that's even worse is I could play a bad guy in your mystery and hold you for ransom. So you notice this doesn't have a color bar. That means no connections can be made from that card. And what it has on it instead is a ransom number. So that 6 corresponds to how many chogs it's going to cost you to remove that card from your mystery. Chogs are the currency in the game.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we don't have them printed out yet, but when you get your final copy, you're going to get 20 sculpted mini chogs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, and you'll use them as currency. So the way a round begins is you'll have 3 what's called requisitions.
Okay.
And you'll use your requisitions to either take new cards into your hand or chogs, because cards cost chogs to play.
Okay.
So in your case, your requisitions would be going heavily to chog because I've stocked your mystery and you need to get that out of there. So that's about it. It's 2 to 5 players, a lot of take that, a lot of fun. John Layman wrote all the flavor text.
Yeah, it was very Layman-y.
Totally, right? Yeah, and then he and Rob and I, everybody had influence over the art for every single card.
Okay, cool.
Rob drew the amazing new box cover. Inside each copy of the first printing is a copy of Chew Number 1 with that variant art. So it's an exclusive variant to the game. So you'll get that. The chalk color for the first printing is exclusive. When it moves to future printings, we'll change that color out. So that's all the first printing exclusives.
run events that are consistent, that are timely, that there's a clear pairings going on. And in addition, this is unique for FFG, I think, because we have so many titles for which we have organized play. In addition, you'll need to manage each game's particular tiebreaker. So X-Wing and the way the scoring occurs and the way the tiebreakers are managed is very different from Android Netrunner, which is different from Call of Cthulhu, which is different from
Star Wars.
Right, for Star Wars Armada, which is now hitting the pipe, which is different from Imperial Assault and Skirmish mode. Right. This tournament software that we have been developing, and we're already running it in alpha internally to run through some of our events, is going to make it just easy as pie for you to run events and manage the pairings, as well as manage the tracking of scores and all the tiebreakers. Each game will be fully supported the way it's been built, so we'll actually support X-Wing when you run an X-Wing tournament. It will do it automatically for you, present results that make sense for the game.
That's exciting for me because I run most of the X-Wing and Netrunner tournaments in our stores.
Awesome.
So I'm excited about that.
Right. Our goal is to have that in people's hands by the time regional starts. So the next couple of months.
Right.
May is the official start of regionals, May 1st. So we'll see how that goes, but that's what we spoke about with the software.
Awesome. And then you also mentioned, I heard something about a judge program.
Yes, so the next step then is, let's say that you're running tournaments in your store and you have tournament software, and now it's easy to run and your player counts grow. Well then, we wanted to make sure that it was, that we could help you and support you in how those events are run. Right? So running an event is more than just getting players into a store, and if you run them, you know this.
Yeah.
Okay? It takes a great deal of effort, and at the end, there's a tournament organizer and a judge that is making those events actually execute flawlessly.
Right.
And so again, we have multiple games. Each game has its own FAQ, its own tournament rules, and the structure and the timing of things is unique across games. And so a judge program is our way that we would like to help encourage people that are in the community already and are taking part, or that are considering taking part, to step up, play an active role, enter into the judge program, and now you will know the people that are running your events are of a certain caliber, of a certain quality, as they help run larger and larger events around the world. So those details, they may have to share a few things, but that's something we've been working on now for quite a while. We don't want to announce too much until we are 100% comfortable and confident in what we've designed and what we want to present. But it is very exciting, and I think we'll go, that's the other half right now, the support we can give you out at retail, out in the trenches. Right?
Yeah, that'd be good. Last question I have is, so Armada's finally coming out next week, I believe.
Wednesday, the 25th of March.
Right.
You heard it here. You heard it here. He's now liable.
That is the release date for distributors. So,
Which means we will probably have it the following Friday.
Okay.
Our distributors.
Excellent.
I think we're ordering from you, Lions, and a few others. But my question is, so I've been waiting for a fleet scale combat game for Star Wars for a very long time.
All of us were.
I'm really excited for Armada. So my question is, what can we expect for OP? Is it going to be, can we expect like the alternate title card, like tokens, things like that, like we do for X-Wing?
my first question is, did you order any organized play kits for Armada?
I believe so.
If you did, then those kits are going to ship with your product.
Okay.
Right? They've been ready. We've been waiting for Armada to hit retail. And we didn't want to. There's no reason to ship it too early, so you should get it with the product immediately after. And these kits are $20 tournament kits 3 times a year, and they are in the same style. So we're not going to introduce items that are not otherwise part of the game. We're not going to introduce cards or components that are powered differently in any way. It's going to be
that's one thing that a lot of people like about the OP is that the promos are just special, and it's not something that you can't get.
Yeah,
it's something that's not accessible.
It's not like if you didn't show up to Plugged In Tour, you can't play Gabriel. So that's cool. That's kind of what we were expecting.
That's it. So I don't have knowledge offhand exactly what is in that first kit, but you will see it in your first future, and we will just support it just as fully as everything else. So regionals, national championships, and all the way to worlds. And then next year, restore championships to start of the year.
It's very exciting.
I can't wait. I've been waiting for a Fleet Combat game.
Oh my God.
I mean, I've been trying Fleet Combat games since Full Thrust back in the day, then finally I have an actual Star Wars one. I'm super excited. And I'm glad Fantasy Flight's the one to see what happened next. You guys are doing an awesome job with that license. Very proud. Cool day. Thank you. So Ryan, what'd you see that was cool today?
Crossmaster had a really great showing. The booth was really fantastic. Huge demo set. As they turned it out in typical French fashion. I think their OP kits are great. Reaper was great. And there was a lot less gamer butt crack than I thought there was going to be.
What about you, Jake? What'd you see that was cool today?
Talking to the guys from that one guy from Asmode. What else?
Hawk had some cool new OP stuff.
Yeah, Hawk finally had the production version of their OP kits. Just kind of tooled around, talked to a bunch of guys. Anton was fun.
You know what I saw that was cool? The GTS booth.
Yeah.
Because we're just sitting on couches.
It's my feet hurt.
Yeah,
Because
that's how you do a convention.
met some
is
of our
with couches.
distributors. Now I can put a face to a name so that I know who I need to beat up or thank.
I mean, I need to thank GTS for these couches, man.
No, man. Awesome.
And have somebody make it. Yeah. All aces don't blame it. Yeah. Nah. I think the one that they got everybody was losing it over. They had one. You know, you recording this, right? Yeah. There's all the rares from Modern Masters.
Well, that was GAMA Trade Show. Saw lots of cool things. Ryan's apparently fed up with it. If you like that video, be sure to subscribe below. Check out the other videos on our site, our YouTube channel, that is. Follow us on Twitter at Shop of Magic. Check us out on Facebook and Google+. Peace out.
It's over. Let's go home.
I think that's a wrap.